Do you want to be kind to your kids? Do you want to be that warm, calm, loving parent all the time? Well, today I'm going to tell you why it might be hard, and I have a powerful metaphor for you. So, Clark Fields, Mindful Mama mentor, author of Raising Good Humans, and creator of Mindful Parenting. Something incredibly important we talk about in mindful parenting is this. And it really comes down to this question, like we want to be kind to our kids, right? We want to be that calm, loving, kind parent, but sometimes it's really hard. And I have a metaphor for you. So today I have with me an orange, and in this orange it's actually a blood orange, which is really cool. But anyway, if I squeeze this orange, I want to ask you, what comes out? What comes out when I squeeze this orange? Now, because you're not speaking live to me, but anyway, if I squeeze this orange, what's going to come out? There's going to be orange juice that comes out of this orange, right? Like, there's no pomegranate juice or grape juice or apple juice that's coming out of this orange, just orange juice. Why? Because what's inside is what comes out. And the same can be said for us with our kids. And that is, what is inside us is what comes out. So I want to know, what's inside you when you are squeezed. When I squeeze you, when there's life stresses and difficulties and all of that stuff happens, when you're squeezed, it comes out of you. And for a lot of us, there's a lot of like harsh judgment, harsh, mean voice. What is that voice inside of you like? Is it harsh? Is it mean? Is it judgmental? Are you really hard on yourself when you are inevitably human and you make a mistake? And the hard truth that I have to share with you about this is that inner voice, if you have that harsh, mean inner voice, it is eventually going to come out to your kids. They're going to start to hear that inner voice. They're going to start to absorb that inner voice, and it's going to start to become part of who they are. My mother, super loving, never intended to teach me this. She used to look at herself in the bathroom and say, I'm so ugly. And you know what I did eventually and I thought it was terrible, but then when I was in my late teens, what did I do? I did the same exact thing. Because that inner voice, the way we speak to ourselves, it eventually comes out. You live with your kids for 18 years, it's going to eventually come out. And the way we talk to ourselves often can become, this is how generational patterns are passed down, can become the way our children talk to ourselves. Because the truth is, as Brene Brown said and proved in her research, that we cannot give what we do not have. And then when we have calm and peace within, then we can give to our children. And that's why in mindful parenting we have 3 pillars to our framework. We have mindfulness, we have skillful communication, but what's the thing that links those together? It's actually compassion. And self-compassion is a huge part of what we teach. And the good news for you, if you have a harsh inner voice inside your orange, is that it's something that can be learned. It's something that can be learned and cultivated. If you say, oh, Hunter's so compassionate, or whoever, that person you admire, but I'm not. It's okay. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be right now. It can be learned. It can be cultivated. And in the mindful parenting framework, it's mindfulness, compassion, and communication, and we learn to cultivate it. But I want you to know that if you have that harsh inner voice inside, it will come out eventually, but you can change it. And that's the good news. So if you would like to learn more about what we do in mindful parenting and the mindful parenting method, go to mindfulmamamentor.com/stop-yelling, and you can find it there. And I would love to know from you, what are you taking away from this quick live visit with you? What is your inner voice like? What would you like it to be like? What would you like your kids' inner voice to be like? Think about that. That's a good motivator. All right. Wishing you peace on your journey. Namaste.